Welcome back, my friends, to Melanie Stamps. This is Melanie, and today we are going to have an up-close video of the brand new release from Spellbinders. I have a few individual items that I'd like to share with you, and then some of the collections. I do not have everything. I have my top picks. Now, we have some additions to some previous products, and then I have a couple things I'm going to show you at the end in extra clips. One of them is the brand new handle addition to the Platinum 6 and the Platinum, which I'll show you up close. And then also, we're going to unbox the brand new Christmas card kit together. I have not looked at it. We're going to open it together here on screen, and then I'm going to dive into it after this video and start making cards, or at least planning them, so that we can create in a video together, which will air almost immediately after this one. So I'm excited for us to craft together and to share these products together. So let's get going. This first item is the color swatch petal stack. This is an add-on item to the previous release of the color swatch petal. That was for doing all of your swatches for all of your new cardstocks. We had this release previously. Now this is going to allow you to make your own color swatches. So it cuts your pieces individually so that you can add your favorite combinations onto your ring with your color samples. So this is one die and it cuts each individual piece for you. So that will be a nice addition to put on your ring with your cardstock samples. Now, we have had the introduction of the color deck in the past. This is a drawer system that opens up and has, here is one of them that I used, that I completed with the squares of my choice that I chose, but with colors from here. And then I created a card using these cardstocks as my inspiration. So now we have some holiday inspiration. This is the holiday expansion pack. So let's see here. Let's open these and see what they look like. Look at this here. Ooh, I like that. Look at the peachy color. And purple and blue. That'll be pretty. Oh, that's a pretty picture too. This gives you the soft greens, kind of a softer red. Really nice palette there. Yellows, some soft blue. So those are kind of the colors. And then maybe a contrasting black or navy maybe. Oh, be still my heart. I love Paris. That is a really pretty winter scene. Aw, calicos. Calicos are my favorite cats. I have two of them. So I have a Callie and a Lily. Those are my kitties. So here's a kitty. And then we have New York, or it looks like New York. A pretty cake. Some gorgeous florals. Ice skating. Some houses, pretty snowman, a Christmas scene, and there we go. So those will just slide right down in here. I don't need that cardboard. And then we'll go right into your color deck. Now this here is an individual die set, and this is in honor of Sharon Kilma. She was a store owner, and we are celebrating her because she passed away earlier this year from heart disease. It was sudden, and Josie, our designer with Spellbinders, she designed this pair of scissors in her honor and memory, and a portion of the proceeds are going to be going to the American Cancer Society. So I just thought these were beautiful. In such a wonderful commemoration to her memory. she always used to get teased because she loved to fussy cut. So, of course, the love of fussy cutting with these scissors is what brought this idea to Josie's mind. So, what a beautiful, beautiful tribute. So that is Sharon's scissors. Now, we do have the continuation of the Winnie the Pooh collections by Simple Stories. Now, I did not get the entire collection, but this is the birthday collection. And I know there is a birthday embossing folder and some other birthday items, but I chose to just get this one so I would have the other characters to go along with the items I already have in my stash. So I got Rabbit and Owl, and these are the sizes that they are. I love the little tree the owl's going to sit on, and he's got the little paper and pencil and then his little wand. I mean, remember he was like a teacher, an educator. And then we have Rabbit, and it's just going to be really fun to create. So I'm going to use those with the Winnie the Pooh items I already have, and we'll be seeing that in a future project. So then here I have two more collections, and I believe I have the majority of these, but not all of them. So do make sure you check the links out down below. But this one here is called Wonderland, and this is the Merry Messages, and it has the 5 Better Press plates and 1 cutting die. Now I have that right here so you can see the size of it. They're not too big, and you get to cut them all out at one time. Now last year's plate that was about this size was my absolute favorite the whole season. So I do like that they brought back another one similar to that. And it has different fonts, which I thought was really neat. So you can see them up close. And I just used it and used it and used it. So I'm planning on doing that with this one too. But then you have this Christmas tree. It's called Twinkle Bright Tree. It is a registration template. And I believe the registration is to get the sentiment centered, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Yes, it is to be able to line your tree up and then line your sentiment up no matter which one you use. So both sentiments are there on the acetate. So let me put this here so you can see. You have one line for your tree. Then there's 2 different lines here depending on which sentiment you want to choose, and that way you get perfect placement every time. And then of course you can color your tree in any way you like. And don't forget, you can always glimmer as well. This one here, Snowfall Shimmer, I thought would be gorgeous glimmered. Just see the sparkle now. Yes, yes, yes. Then the 3 Magi. The sentiments here are sending gifts of hope, love, and joy. Peace to you this holiday season. Rejoice. Let the star guide your heart this Christmas. I fell in love with the sentiments. I really did. This one touched my heart. You get 4 clear stamps and 11 cutting dies. These are the close-up of them. I can completely see this done in either metallics for their clothes or glitter or a combination of both. Maybe have metallics for their inner colors and glitter on the backs. I think that would be really pretty. Maybe use the treasured cardstocks or any other kind of specialty card you have in your stash. This would make a gorgeous Christmas card this season. I think this is definitely a keeper. And I love the accents of the stars as well. How big are those stars? Let's see. Okay, they're right here on this die. So you have an option of which size you want to use. And of course, this big one is the one we're leaning towards, that we're aiming for. So love, love that. And then just for a little fun on a Christmas card, we have the fa la 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 la, the snow notes. And I love me a wintry background, and I think I'm going to put the snowflakes on the background. Definitely. Don't you think? They will go together perfectly. So I definitely want to do that. And this looks like it'll be pretty easy die cutting, and it'll just be a lot of fun. I think I could totally get my grandson in on this one with the, the larger pieces. And he, all of the little fiddly pieces here are all die cut at once. So I think this one will be a lot of fun, especially on that press plate. Love, love. So this is the Wonderland collection. And I believe there is a little bit more of that one on the web. And then this one here, I made these couple of cards with the clubs. If you saw my club video, you did get to see a little bit of them. This background is the club part that I used. But this star and these presents are from Annie Williams' Christmas or Country Christmas collection, which is this right here that we're about to look at. I just wanted to show you the detail of the actual star though. And this star is made to be used two ways. Matter of fact, this collection has numerous items in it that can be used more than one way, which I'll point out. It's a very special collection. This can be also made into a two-dimensional star, or three-dimensional star, which I thought was really neat for people that like to make Christmas ornaments or Christmas tags, and they want them to have a little more substantial look to them. But for me, I wanted a flatter card, so I went with the flat look. And I did layer it with multiple colors by doing the background without the inlays first, and then I did the inlays. But that's not all, because you have two sets of inlays, so you can make your star look two different ways. So you have this set of inlays as well. This is the one I used on my star there. But you also have this one, which is what they used on the 3D star right here. So you can create them both ways, which is pretty ingenious that they give you the options to be able to do that. Now, the only thing I did not use on my actual card there is the orange slice right here. I used all of the different items here, and I used the bow. And the bow can be a short bow with a short tail, or it can be a longer bow with a longer tail. So really nice star, and it's called the Barn Star Wreath. This is the embossing folder that comes with her collection. I did not write down the name of it, and I forgot to package it, but it is E3D144, or just look under Annie Williams Country Christmas and you'll find it. So this is hers done on metallic paper, and I just thought it was gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I have that in there already pressed out, ready to use. This is her Christmas horse-drawn wagon. Now, as soon as I saw this set, I immediately saw the horse and remembered the farm animals from a few months back. All of those cute little farm animals, when I was playing with them, I thought to myself, why didn't they make a horse? The horse is on a farm too. And lo and behold, they must have known the horse was coming, because now we have the horse and we have the barn. So check it out. Even though these are made for Christmas right now, these do not have to be made for Christmas forever. So remember that when you're looking at these can be made for all your farm type scenes throughout the year. And you know how farmhouse is so popular. The farmhouse look, which is kind of going on right here, and just farms in general. People love, love, love anything having to do with the farm. So keep that in mind, especially if you have those little farm animals. This might be something that you're interested in. Now on my card right here, I used the presents, just the presents, to finish my card right there. They were a lot of fun just to add to my little card for the clubs. But this has a lot of pow to it because you can use just the carriage and make an A2 size card, or you can use the whole thing and make an A7 or 5x7 size card. Great for multiple use. Bit more bang for the buck is what I always say. So the horse is sized appropriate for the other farm animals, which I think is great. And you have all the details to add to him. Then you have all the pieces to the carriage. And I think it's going to be absolutely stunning when put together. So then, of course, the country Christmas barn. You have these trees that can be used either as regular trees or Christmas trees, depending if you decorate or not. Just like the house, just take off the Christmas lights, take off the Christmas ornaments, or take off the trees altogether and put your little animals in there. This scene here, 5x7, when you add the trees all in and everything. This one here is your A2. So options, pies. Options, options, options. This one, I almost didn't get this one. I was debating, did I want to get the whole collection or not? And actually, I did. I did get the whole collection. This one I almost didn't get too. I almost didn't get these two. But as I looked at them, I thought to myself, well, this would be cute to kind of decorate the barn with, you know, a bird feeder or a bunny or the broom leaning up against it. Or when it is Christmas, the snowman. And you can leave the hat off if you want. You can leave that off if you want. But the bird feeder can be any time of year, right? The bunny, any time of year. But then I looked at this one and I thought to myself, baby cards. I don't have enough in my stash for baby cards. You have the rocking chair, you have the blankie, you have the teddy bear. Why not just make the blankie blue or purple, put you a teddy bear in it, and then get a baby sentiment. It's a boy, it's a girl, or just congratulations. There you have a baby card. And there's not a whole lot out there for baby cards. So I thought this one, which is called Christmas Rocking Chair, was going to be great for something like that. For dual purpose, you know. So that is why I grabbed this one. Santa's boots are kind of cute too. Not sure what I'm going to do with those yet, but Santa's boots are cute. I might have to put them on the snowman. I don't know. But here's your snowman. These are called Country Snow. This one's called Country Snowman. And it is really cute too. It's actually got 20 dies in it. The little sign there says welcome. And it's got all the little pieces for the snowman all the way down to his little mouth there. Little tiny details. I mean, just amazing the details that Spellbinders brings you in their die sets. And then her sentiment set is From Our Barn to Yours, Merry and Bright, Season's Greetings, Warm Winter Wishes, Country Christmas Wishes, Merry Christmas, True Love Was Born in a Stable, Have a Rocking Christmas, Wishing You Peace, Love, and Joy, and Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. It also has these little hooks for the dies. that you can make like a sign that can hang. So really neat that they give you different shapes, and then you have the 3 different dies there as well. Okay, so let me grab my Platinum 6 and I will show you the new handle. This one here is what you get when you order a Platinum 6 handle. This extends your handle below and out so that it makes for an easier turn. It makes things like your 3D embossing folders go through easier. And I have been using it for a little while now to get a feel for the way it works. I am finding that it is easier to actually turn the handle. It does have a soft grip on the outside of it. And I do find that it is functioning the way it's been advertised. Now, to install it, you have to line these up just like your normal handle does, and use your little Allen wrench, your screw and your washer, and then your cap, just like you normally would. The difference is in this part right here. When this is longer than your table, so this has to hang off the edge of your table, which is why I can't hook it on right now. See this, how high this is? I can't hook it on right now. This has to hang below your table. So I have to have this on the edge of my desk. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But for the ease of turn, I find it's worth that part of it. But I do not care for the fact that this is lower. I think the reason for that is because it gives you the torque. The torque that gives you that extra power that you're not having to give it. And it does solve that problem. So because of the length, and so that we'll have foldability, because you see you can fold it and store it so it doesn't have to come off. It just folds up. And then you have this little thing here. So when you fold it down, all you're going to do is a magnet in here, and all you're going to do is fold it like that, and that way it doesn't move around on you when you're winding it. So when you're ready to fold it up, you just move this into the place of the magnet. It'll hold it, and you can fold it back up and put it on your shelf like so. And then it's going to actually fit. See? So it's just going to be like that on your shelf or wherever you keep it. And then when you actually use it, you'll put it on the edge of your table, and you'll be able to fix this, open it up, flip that, and you'll be ready to roll. So I hope that I got a little black ink from my previous thing on there. It comes right off, but I do want to say that this is solid metal. This is the normal handle under here. You can get these grips by themselves individually. They're called the My Turn Comfort Grip. They're $1.99 if you just want the grip for your machine. And then this is the extender if you have the larger machine. If you need the larger machine, you're going to need this, and then this hooks onto here. And that will give you the space dimension that you need for the bigger machine. It comes with its own Allen wrench. It's a little smaller. And when you go to tighten it, you're going to need to stick this in here and just tighten it on once that's in the machine. So it literally goes in like this. You put this little Allen wrench in here and you give it a couple turns like so, and then this piece is stuck on. So that will work on your larger machine. And that's what that little extra add-on is if you have the bigger machine. You don't need this for the Platinum 6. You only need this for the Platinum 8.5-inch machine. So I'm just going to unhook this. I'm going to go ahead and hook this one in. I'm going to go ahead and fold it because I can't do it right this second. I'll go ahead and put it on. Get it wound up there. Put my little, change my Allen wrench. Get that little in there. Screw that in. Remember to have your washer in there. That way it tightens better. And put your little cap on. And then put your little lever up. You see how it comes down a little bit lower than your machine? Then you'll be able and ready to roll like so. And your rolling becomes a lot easier. Okay? I hope that makes it a little more understandable. I'm going to sit it here on the side of my desk because that's where it always goes. And I just rotated it so it can still sit here. It just flows this way now instead of this way. I can lower this down so my mouth is like right here. And I can just roll it straight through, which you'll now see in the videos. You'll see me roll it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and put these pieces right up here. Are we ready for the card making kit? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, Merry Moments in the house. The Merry Moments Spellbinders Christmas card kit. I know, you've been waiting for it, right? I have not opened this baby. I have not seen this yet. So I'm going to see it with you. But before I open this, I'm going to introduce you to a couple of extra items here that I picked up. Okay, these items are add-ons that go with the Merry Moments collection. These do not come in the kit. Okay, they actually have multiple items on the website. They coordinate, they go with the Merry Moments collection, but they are a la carte. Now, they also have items that are in the kit that you can also purchase for separate, which is the 6x6 paper pack, the die cut shapes, and the die cut sentiments I all saw on the website. So these are all items that you can actually get on your own a la carte if you don't want the actual whole kit, or if you want your kit to go farther. So this right here is called the Petite Crisscross Better Press Plate. Beautiful. You will see some of that in my samples. Then the Christmas Cameos, which are gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And then I chose the Merry Moments Acetate Snowflakes. These are, and actually my package got kind of rippled, but these are 3-dimensional acetate stickers. There we go. It's better because they're clear. So where you put them, they're going to just look like they're floating off the paper. And these guys are really inexpensive. So if you like this look, these are really cheap. So I love these. I love it when they get the butterflies, but these really jumped out at me when I saw them. So those are dimensional snowflakes. So I got those to add to my little Christmas kit. Now this kit makes 25 cards. You ready? Let's have the experience together. Okay, let's see here. Ooh. Okay, the contents has 13 A2 cards and 13 envelopes. We have 12 5x7 cards and 12 envelopes, 14 sheets of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Yay! 4 sheets of 8.5 by 11 foil paper. 6 by 6 inch pattern paper, 40 sheet pad. Die cut shapes, die cut sentiments, chipboard embellishments, sticker sheets, clear stamp set, wax seal embellishments, ooh, sequins, foam stickers, foam squares, and adhesive tape. I just love that little doggy. He cute. Ooh, oh, look at the seals. Look at that seal. Oh, super, super cute. Okay, so let's see. There is our embellishments. The no-hole sequins. Here's all our card bases and envelopes. They give you 25 of those. I just want to get rid of this. Here's our adhesive that they mentioned. I think let me get the big stuff out because then I'm going to dump the other stuff in the box. Let's see. Oh, foil paper. Okay, we got the silver foil paper. Let's see the color palette. It's always my favorite. The paper. Oh yeah, that's not working, is it? They got a lot crammed in here. Lots of paper. Okay. So we have a two-sided. Yes, they're two-sided. Silver metallic, 2 of those. Gold metallic. My camera is probably going to struggle on this. There's black, brown, tan, dark green, light green, blue, light blue, red, or it's more of a dark red, red, dark pink, pink, even paler pink, and 2 whites. So here is your color palette. Gold, silvers, all of that. Okay. So I'm going to sit that here so we can see it as we're looking through, because they really coordinate everything. So this one here looks like our die cut shapes. You see how this really coordinates all the way through? So we've got these guys. Let's see. Okay, we've got some leaves, some houses. Ooh, multiple houses. I love the houses. Snowflakes, some stars, some presents. Ooh, this one's pretty. That's really pretty. And see, they've got the metallic in them too. There's a train. That one's nice. I like that one. Different shape ornaments. There's another one. Oh, that's a balloon. A hot air balloon. Kind of the vintagey style. Okay, we've got a wreath. There's a different house. So there's 2 of every one also. So if you're making duplicate cards, you could just use 2 and just do 2 cards at once. Okay. This is a pretty tree. I like that. It's all gold and detailed. You could actually just put a little bow at the top of it. Look at that. That would be super cute. My mind is running. Just running. Oh my goodness, this pink bow is really pretty. There's a little partridge in a pear tree. Got all these little candies. These little candies could be in a shaker card. So adorable. Some more ornaments. There's a little North Pole sign Where's Santa? Where's Santa? There has to be a Santa. You know how I feel about Santa. There's a little post box. Here's the reindeer. There he is. There's a Santa. Had to have Santa. Randy would be beside himself if there was no Santa. There's some doves. Gorgeous gold branches. There's Santa's sleigh. We're going to have a Santa card. You know that. So that gives you a really good idea of that kit. Candy canes. Okay. So I'm going to push the rest of this in the box. All right. Okay. Remember, I'm going to be working with this after the video, so that's why I'm leaving it out. Okay, you guys go nice over there in a nice little pile. Okay. Now, this looks like these sentiments. Okay. So how about we put these on the other side of the box? Little tags, together with love. Got some snowflakes, some tags, peace on earth. What is this one? Partridge in a pear tree. Just had Lola say something. There's a really cute postage stamp. Look at that with the hot air balloon on it. That's adorable. Here's a letter to Santa for Santa's mail. There's a little nice, a little naughty, and a whole lot of love. Maybe that needs to be on Santa's card. Merry and bright, Merry Christmas. May all your wishes come true. A dear Santa, my name is blank. I am blank years old. This year I have been a little bit naughty or a little bit nice. They need to check the box. For Christmas I would like, and a place to write your wishes. That's cute. Holiday wishes. I love the pink. North Pole Express. Season's greeting. Christmas wishes. Peace and joy. That's a nice little border. My mind is going rampant. Jingle all the way. Oh, Christmas tree. Merry Christmas. I like that gold one. These are pretty banners. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Love. Tidings of joy. Good friends make life merrier. Have yourself a merry little Christmas, and Christmas time is here. And some great sized tags. So those are your sentiments. These are the 2 packs that you can buy a la carte that you can get. So that gives you just a rough idea of what those look like. Now, for these lovely items here, here's your stamp set. Oh, what fun. I like that one. Then these are your wax seals. That is really neat. Very cool. I've never seen those before in a kit. These are your stickers, and it feels like there's quite a bit of them in there. It feels really thick unless they're just really thick stickers. Wow. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 sheets of stickers, and oh, they've got like they're like vellum stickers. Let me see if I can get one to be a good example to show you. Here, this one. This will be a good one. See how they're clear? Some of them are clear like that. And like this one, this fa la la la, This one actually looks like paper vellum. So that one was clear on that sheet. This one's like paper. All of these feel like vellum. This is a vellum-like one. This one more is a cardstock, I think. Yeah, this one's a solid one. Just take them out. Gosh, there's so many of them. Look at the musical notes. Super cute. There's another Santa. Love those. Okay. Look at this. Oh my goodness. See, I like these chipboards. These will be making my cards for sure. I love these because they're sturdy and they just give your card enough dimension. You know what I mean? They're like enough. I even like the little buttons, and they're nice for collaging a little. I like that. These are puffy stickers. Together, love, Christmas time, joyful day. I don't like these as much, but they're still pretty. But I love these. I'll use these before I use these. But okay, here's our paper. Let's check this one out. I am really liking this though. For the most part, I'm really thinking the cards are going to be beautiful. Let's see what these papers look like. I like that it's in a pad. And I love that it's in has some muted tones and traditional, so it will appeal to whatever mood you're in, because I go back and forth, honestly. That kind of looks like a quilt star. I think there was a border in there that matched that I pointed out. Kind of goldy looking. These do not look like they have any actual... Oh, yeah, that does. It just made me lie. I was going to say there's no gold in it, but I just saw some. This one right here. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I love that. Then you've got a map page. Bows. We've got candy canes, postcards. Super cute. You could cut this apart. I love that North Pole. I saw that in the ephemera too. Nice stripe. Base of ornaments. Nice solid red, tone on tone. These coordinate with a lot of your ephemera pieces, your doves, your ornaments. That's really neat. Got some hearts. So yeah, you have a really nice selection of different papers. Those bows also coordinated. Really nice. Okay, so I think that is the entire Merry Moments card kit. And now we just need to make some cards, right? So my next video will be creating cards together with you. So I gotta go get to work, right? So we can make some cards. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe and ring that notification bell. If you have any questions at all, leave me a comment, and I have all of the links and everything you need in my visual supply list down below. So check out that if there's anything you're wanting to go investigate and check more into over on the website. But if you have any questions, I'm always here. Don't ever hesitate to reach out. if I can help you with anything. Have an amazing day, my friends, and I will see you in the next crafty video. Bye bye for now.